You know, I wish the narrative tonight was about SGA having 34, 9, 1, and 2 on 12 of 24. Still 0 of 3 from 3. The 3 shot is obviously going to come. Only 6 free throws attempted, 6 free throws made. Having a great bounce back game and figuring out the Oklahoma City Thunder. Alex Caruso continuing to be a spark off the bench. 17, 3, 5, and 1 on 71 and 3 of 4 from 3 for OKC. Case and Wallace, Jared McCain doing their jobs. But the story tonight is pretty simple. What we all watched, the Oklahoma City Thunder, specifically Isaiah Hartenstein, get away with. From an officiating perspective, it's an embarrassment to the product of the NBA. Allow me to explain. What's going on, guys? BoxInOne here, a basketball podcast and social media content creation platform created by Roischand and Joachim, myself talking right now. We're going to get the positives for the Thunder out of the way. A 122-113 bounce back win against the San Antonio Spurs, tying this Western Conference Final Series a game apiece. SGA, he looked like MVP form as we know him to be. Game 1, obviously Carter Bryant and Stephon Castle, they had him in absolute hell. He figured out some of the coverages, attacked the mid-range more. They also set up more double screens for Shea to get his shots, more isolations with Castle. I think he's figured out the timing, what gets Castle jumping a little bit on the defensive end. Not necessarily taking the first shot he sees, but taking the best shot he sees. That definitely is what I saw from Shea's game tonight. Again, 34-9, 3 stocks, 50% from the floor. Caruso still continuing to punish Oklahoma for the coverages, right? 3 of 4 from 3, 5 of 7 from the field, 17 points, 5 assists, doing great things. Case and Wallace getting more minutes, 25 minutes tonight, 12 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 4 steals as well. That's really crucial. The turnover battle for the San Antonio Spurs is what fried them. 21 turnovers for the Spurs compared to 9 turnovers for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it's even crazy because 9 of those turnovers came from Stephon Castle himself. So Stephon Castle alone tied the turnovers for the Oklahoma City Thunder. That is what it looks like when a team doesn't take care of the ball, but also credit to the Oklahoma City Thunder, staying crafty in the passing lanes, forcing the turnovers, forcing just bad looks, and just being all around very intense and what we know them to be on defense. But to me, the biggest takeaway is Isaiah Hartenstein, right? And before we even get into Isaiah Hartenstein, again, we have to give you both sides of the ball. San Antonio, again, you need to take much better care of the ball. I understand no De'Aaron Fox. You won game 1, but also losing Dylan Harper to a right leg injury is going to cost you. I think for San Antonio, they just have to simply settle into their sets a lot earlier, but also not really panic. Devin Vassell, 22 points, 7 of 14, 6 of 12 from 3. I think in the fourth quarter, they went away from him a little bit. Stephon Castle, there's nothing wrong with him. 25, 5, 8, 1 steal, 10 of 17, 1 of 6 from 3. I think some of the threes he could have drove, kick out, gotten better looks, but 9 turnovers, you simply cannot have that. Victor Wembanyama, 21, 17, 6, 5 stocks, 4 blocks, 8 of 16, 3 of 7 from 3. Just some missed wide open looks, and then 4 turnovers as well when he was doubled, kind of throwing these bad passes into the corner. Keldon Johnson, only 4 of 12, 2 of 4 from 3. Some very timely shots and rebounds from Keldon Johnson, though. 10 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist. Julian Champagnie, you just got to get with lethal shooter, bro. 1 of 7 from 3, 2 of 8 from the field, 25% field goal percentage, 8-5, 2-1 steal. If Champagnie even hit 2 more threes, this game would be a 3-point loss instead of a 9-point loss. Just some costly misses. Dylan Harper, 12, 2, 3, 50%, 5 of 10 from the floor, still being elite as a slasher. Only 1 turnover as well. Hopefully he's okay. Jordan McLaughlin, I understand you tried. 6 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 2 of 3 from the floor, 2 of 2 from 3. Harrison Barnes, 5-3, 1 of 2 from the floor, and 1 of 2 from 3. Carter Bryant, you're not really a scorer, 10 minutes. Still great defense on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, but no De'Aaron Fox and no Dylan Harper now. Hopefully you get one of those guys back for game 3, because De'Aaron Fox, I know a lot of people, including us, said Dylan Harper is the future, and he is 1,000% the future, especially as a rookie guard playing at the level he's playing at. Just made all-rookie first team tonight as well at the time of recording this video. But De'Aaron Fox, he knows how to control pace and take care of the ball better than both Stephon Castle and Dylan Harper, just because his ability to slash is a lot more polished and cleaner currently. Both of those guys are going to learn so much under De'Aaron Fox after this season, during this playoff run, etc. So I'm happy that De'Aaron Fox is with the San Antonio Spurs currently, but it's just about taking care of the ball more. De'Aaron Fox does that the best. Isaiah Hartenstein, this is an embarrassment to the sport. We're just going to roll the tape again and again and again while we are commentating. The hair pull of Stephon Castle is pathetic to me. I'm not even going to try and create a different narrative, or a narrative that could be even more hostile, trying to inject the racial component component into this. I do want to say, though, Isaiah Hartenstein, 25% black, but he looks like a German-American. He has lived his life as a German-American. I do not want to hear anybody saying, well, he's black, it doesn't make it bad. Even if a black player did this to another black player, we would be having the same exact reaction. This is abysmal. And the fact, look at this photo. The ref was looking dead at this play and did not call it. It's one thing, okay, you're grabbing at something, trying to make a crafty play, a gritty play on the ball. It's another thing to do it again and pull somebody's hair back. That's a hazardous thing. That's a neck injury, possibly. We don't know how that could have turned out. Thankfully, it didn't turn into anything more. But the fact that the refs did not even call it, absolutely abysmal. I understand you have to get more physical with Victor Wembanyama. When you're allowed to pull somebody's arm midair when they're about to block a shot and push them out in midair and get a rebound, that's not lockup. That's being pathetic, and the NBA is complicit in this. I understand the MVP is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I understand it's a bad look if the San Antonio Spurs take 2-0 on the road. But it gets to a point, man, when we're looking at the Oklahoma City Thunder, name me the last time a championship team has been allowed to play this physical. I have been watching the NBA since 2008. I do not remember a championship team routinely, for the majority of 2 seasons, allowed both sides of the ball to be this physical and this aggressive, and the refs not call it. They're calling the game a little bit different for Oklahoma City. Jared McCain won a jump ball against Stephon Castle because he grabbed his wrist. The ref didn't call it. They don't see these things anymore. It's getting to a point where it's almost laughable to watch. It's almost laughable to watch, but Isaiah Hartenstein specifically, for this hair pull, you are a dirty player. There's nothing else to say about you other than you are a dirty player. We do not like players like this in the NBA. I'm a Golden State Warriors fan. I think some of the way that Draymond Green, I think Zaza Pachulia should have been suspended. I think there are multiple times Draymond Green does things that are way out of line for the sake of being a physical guy. No, brother, that's assault. We don't do that on the basketball court. There is no bias when I'm saying this. This is a dirty player. This is somebody who you should not be respecting playoff physicality. It's what you're supposed to do. Wemby is hard to stop. He had 41, 24, and 4. I understand being more physical, grabbing him a little bit. But if you're the referee, you have to enforce where the line is drawn. And they did not draw that line anywhere for the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm not going to talk about the Stephon Castle backcourt. I think that could have been a backcourt. That could have not been a backcourt. I think that's completely fine. I'm not really that mad about that call, in all honesty. Objectively, it's hard to tell with backcourts. But Tony Brothers, what do you do? What do you do other than extend series when Adam Silver, whoever in the NBA, gives you a call and says, hey, we need a tied game because we just did 9.2 million concurrent viewers last night. This series cannot be over, brother. So tomorrow for game 2, give OKC whatever they want. That's all you do. That is all you do. The fact that we saw Isaiah Hartenstein grab somebody's hair and it was not called at all, absolutely abysmal, absolutely pathetic. And it takes away from the great game planning adjustments OKC made. Case in Wallace, Jared McCain taking advantage of the defense of San Antonio, punishing Wemby if he's still camping in the paint with quick passes. There are a lot of great game planning things we can be talking about from Mark Daigneault, but it's like, brother, you're coaching your team to do stuff like this. I can't respect that. I can't respect that. I understand it's 1-1. I think this is still going to be an electrifying series, but on either team, if you're allowed to get away with this much physicality, it just makes the sport look bad. Because are you beating a team because you're better, or just because you're allowed to get away with everything that makes it harder for the other team to actually get going? With that being said, though, guys, that is going to do it for us today. Again, as always, if you enjoyed the content, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow all these socials in the description wherever you get your hoops content: X, TikTok, Twitter, Threads, Spotify, YouTube, where you're watching this video, Instagram. We are there. And again, as always, if you enjoyed the content, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and we will see you all in the next one.